most beloved Michigan travel destinations in the summer is Traverse City, where many find it's best to explore the town and everything it has to offer on the bicycle or on the water. Tawny Lynn Hammond's business allows you to do a little bit of both of those things. She is the owner and president of Wind Dancer Tours of Traverse City and joins us now on the MegaCast. Tawny Lynn, thank you for being with us.
Oh, thank you. It's really good to be here with you.
Yeah, good to have you with us, and good to see you out there on the water, Captain.
It's wonderful. It's beautiful. We had a great weekend. We're doing training with the crew, working on rigging. We kick off our season on the 26th of May.
Yeah, it's right around that time of the year. It's been beautiful lately. It's going to be a little bit more seasonal weather coming up before we really get into the hotter portions of the year, which is a great time to be out on the water in Traverse City. So you not only offer tours on the water, on boats, but also by bicycle. So tell us a little bit more about Wind Dancer Tours and the services that you provide to people that are looking to explore Traverse City and have a little bit of fun outdoors while doing it.
Oh, thanks. My favorite subject matter. First of all, we do offer land and water tours. Wind Dancer is a 60-foot long schooner, and she was launched in 1988. She's a custom-made Thomas Colvin Gazelle, and she's a schooner. And the Great Lakes have a rich schooner history going way back through before the lumber boom up here in northern Michigan, the War of 1812. The ships, the naval ships that fought the War of 1812 were schooners. And so schooners have a rich, long history on the Great Lakes, moving people, moving animals, moving goods. It was how things got from point A to point B prior to the railroad. And what we do is we bring people out. It's an elevated, unique experience on the water, a 3-hour tour. We're based out of the Delamar Resort Hotel, where the Holiday Inn used to be, at the bottom of the west arm of the Grand Traverse Bay. It's the Delamar. It's a beautiful hotel, and that's where our dock is. And we take people out for 3 hours. We head to Power Island. We sailed in that direction. It used to be called Ford Island. Henry Ford actually purchased the island and used it for retreats. There was kind of a hotel out there. He had full orchestra out there. It's a really neat history. We also, Tyler, one of the things that's real important to us when folks are with us on the water or land, we tell the story of the first people, the indigenous people that lived here, the Chippewa, the Ojibwe, and we tell their stories. And they were here first. They hunted, they fished, they lived on these waters. And it's real important for us to acknowledge their part of the history of the land and the water. So we also, in addition to the sailing excursions, we do land tours, the Awe of Leelanau, where we do e-assist bikes. It's guided, take people out on the Leelanau Peninsula. It's the old railroad bed, and it's now known as the Tart Trail System. And it's the Leelanau Trail, a part of the Tart Trail System. And we end in Sutton's Bay with a picnic, a picnic, gourmet picnic. The guide brings all the food, snacks, water, and then our it's interpretive. So the guide will stop, talk about points of interest, talk about history, about 4 or 5 stops where you can get water, have a snack, talk to our historian, our guide, and then you end it with a picnic in Sutton's. You get the bike for the whole day, and you can either shop in Sutton or come back to Traverse City, and you have it really to the end of the day, 5, 6 o'clock. But one thing I just wanted to mention, and I know I'm talking a lot, I apologize. You're going to have to cut my mic and make me stop talking. But one last thing I wanted to offer is when you're on our boat, what makes us unique, because there's a lot of great boats on the Great Lakes, and particularly Grand Traverse Bay and the West Arm. What makes us unique and different is when you're on Wind Dancer, everything is from northern Michigan. We offer our guests, we don't have customers, we have friends. We offer everything locally made. It's a gourmet meal made right at the Artisan, right at Delamar, made by a chef in a commercial kitchen. And so there's a meal, there's locally sourced snacks, there's handmade, homemade jerky from Deering's Market. They've been around since the 30s. Great Lakes chips made right here in Traverse City, and all the drinks you're going to taste, Bonobo wine, Mammoth spirits, Rare Bird beers, and soda pop from Northwood, ciders. Everything's local, so it's an authentic up north Michigan experience.
Yeah, you get to experience the sights, the sounds, and tastes of Traverse City in a really dynamic set of tours. And so, are these tours through your company? Are they private? Are they public? Are they combinations of both?
That's a great question. They are open to the public, and you can also privately charter the boat. Our webpage is www.winddancertc.com, and you'll see that we have signature sales 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock each day. 3 days a week, we feature our partners, Bonobo, Mammoth, and Rare Bird, and that's their products exclusive to that sale at 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Those are called specialty sales. And then you can also privately charter Wind Dancer, and we carry 18 people. There's 3 crew, a captain, a first mate, and a second mate. And you can privately charter the boat, and we have people that are getting married, people that are getting engaged, people celebrating anniversaries and birthdays and retirements. We've had proposals on the boat, engagements on the boat, where the captain does a special champagne toast. So that information for a private charter is on our webpage.
We're joined by Tawny Lynn Hammond, the owner and president of Wind Dancer Tours of Traverse City, joining us on the MegaCast. More information on their website, winddancertc.com, winddancertc.com, to learn more about their sailing tours, their e-bike tours, e-bike rentals, pontoon charters, private charters, and more, and to sign up and find out their regular hours so that you can visit Traverse City and experience the entirety of Traverse City with our friends over there at Wind Dancer Tours, winddancertc.com for more information. And so, Tawny Lynn, as you go into this season, as you're in the thick now of the spring and heading toward the summer season in Michigan, these are peak travel seasons for those that are traveling throughout Michigan, from within Michigan, for those that are coming into Michigan from places like Canada and other places in the U.S. to explore the great sights and sounds and destinations of Michigan, coming out of the last few years, which have, I would imagine, for a company that's business can be so based in the tourism traffic over these seasons, may not have been as fruitful as one would have hoped because of the pandemic. For those that are traveling and are going to places like Traverse City, how important is it for them to venture over to companies like yours and others that are small businesses that are providing these experiences in places like Traverse City this summer, knowing where we're at with COVID-19 and where these businesses are at too, and their need for this summer to be very successful for their future?
Well, it's really important. I think people are looking, when people come up to Traverse City, we want to offer them a transformational experience. When you get out on the water or you get out on your bike and you're experiencing the outdoors, you really just unplug from the stressors in life. But past 2 years have been stressful for everybody. And what we offer people are an opportunity to unplug, de-stress. When you can feel it when people are on our bike tours or people are on the boat, you get out, you get those sails up, or you get out on the trail and you just feel the buzz of life stop and just quiet. It's a quiet, serene feeling, and you just feel that you're untethered. And it has been a couple of rough years for everybody. People lost people they loved. Lives were transformed, many in a good way, and for some, it was a real mixed bag. There might have been some sadness there. And so there's been a collective stress for everybody in the world. And people coming up here, what we want to do for them is offer them an experience that they're never going to forget. They're going to remember this the rest of their life. When they're sitting at their cubicle at work, or at their desk at work, or in their garage at work, or in their restaurant, whatever their trade, whatever their profession, occupation is, we want them to touch back in their memory and remember their time on the water with us as part of the Wind Dancer family. We want that to sustain them through tough and dark times, rough times. Life can be very beautiful, but can also offer us challenges. And what we offer people is that opportunity to create a beautiful memory. Our guides, our mates, our land guides, our captains, they know that we live in paradise. And you live up here. I had a friend visiting one time, and we're driving over by the bay, and she said, I don't know what it would be like to live in beauty like this. And we do. Yeah. And so that's what we want to turn people onto and make them fans of. And, you know, our reviews are great. They're like 5-star reviews, over 100 5-star reviews. It's only our first season. We're in our second season now. We want to deliver on the Wind Dancer promise. I'm glad you mentioned the pontoon boat. It is a 6-passenger pontoon boat that leaves out of the Delamar. And we have a captain who is in charge of the boat. So 6 of you, your friends, family can get on there. You can have some adult beverages. You don't have to worry about safety. You don't have to worry about rules of the water, which side of the bay you should be on, how fast you should be going. You can relax, not think about that. We take you out of Power Island. You can swim. You can look for Petoskey stones on the beach. You can sunbathe, and our captain will take care of your every need. I also have the River Outfitters, which is over in Medalley Park. It's our sister company where we offer stand-up paddle boards, kayaks, and bikes. If you want to get close up to the water and more exercise and paddling on the bay or paddling on the Boardman River, we offer that too. So really, this is, Tyler, it's a lifestyle. We are not only creating beautiful experiences for those that rent a kayak, get out on Wind Dancer. We also have a history tour of Traverse City. So not only are we offering that, but we also want the people that work for the company to be experiencing that beauty and every day look forward to coming to work.
And so great, too, because these opportunities that you're providing to your customers give them a little bit of a glance of everything that makes Michigan so unique. And that's really, and Traverse City is such a great representation, especially Traverse City in the summer, of Michigan at its peak. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got enough of the city for people that are interested in the city lifestyle. It's got enough of the country and sightseeing for those that want to see some natural beauty. Of course, it's got the Great Lakes and the water experiences too. And so there's so much to experience in Traverse City. And an opportunity like this gives people that opportunity to explore it in a number of different ways and kind of get a full scope of Traverse City in that short time that they are visiting Traverse City.
Absolutely. It's a really unique place to live, and it's an even more unique place to visit. I always tell our crew, our team, this is somebody's Disney. This is somebody's Grand Canyon. This is people saved up their hard-earned money, and they chose to come up here, and we want to show them the time of their lives. We want them to be able to envision the past when the first peoples were here. We want them to envision this little tiny frontier, this Midwest Great Lakes frontier town, which didn't even have a post office when it first started. And we tell the story of how we grew and what we've become today, and just create those beautiful memories. Well, one of our taglines is let's get outdoors and make some memories.
More information on their website, winddancertc.com. That's winddancertc.com. To learn more information, you can also find them on various social media, on Instagram at the Wind Dancer TC, and Facebook at Wind Dancer Traverse City Charters as well. All that information also linked on their website, winddancertc.com. We're joined by Tawny Lynn Hammond, the owner and president of Wind Dancer Tours of Traverse City, joining us on the MegaCast. Tawny Lynn, for those that may be interested after hearing this, or after going to your website, what are some of the price points on these tours for those that may be interested and may be wanting to explore but also fit within their price ranges?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. We have a variety of opportunities for people to experience northern Michigan and Traverse City and the Leelanau Peninsula. For starters, with our e-bikes, for $75, you get an e-bike for the whole day, and you get the free tour of the history of Traverse City. And we've laid that all out for you. You'll be able to listen to it like in earpods or on your phone. And that's $75 for the day. A half day is $45. The tour, the guided tour, which comes with a meal, along with the interpretive tour of the culture and the history, of the Leelanau Peninsula and Traverse City. That's $159 a person, and you get the bike for the whole day. So it's half-day tour, but if you wanted to, you'd have your bike the whole day. Wind Dancer is $199 a person. That's a 3-hour sail, and that comes with the guide, right? So you're learning all about the history of the area, the gourmet meal from Artisan Restaurant at Delamar, and then it's an open bar. We're not an alcohol-forward business. We are primarily about tasting and experiencing all of these wonderful spirits from Mammoth and Bonobo and Rare Bird. And so we serve you, actually. So if you would like to, have another glass of wine, we bring you your glass of wine. It's total pampering when you're on board the Wind Dancer schooner, and the same with the land tour. So that's $199 a person. For a private charter, it's $3,500, and that includes the food and gratuity. And if you wanted to bring your own food and your own beverages, it's $2,500, and that includes gratuity as well. On the one for $199 a person, we can carry 18 people, and we always encourage, our crew work really hard. They're professional mariners, and gratuities are always appreciated for that one. Kayaks, $50 for a half day, $75 for a full day. And to rent a bike, I think is $20 an hour, $30 a half day, and I believe it's $60 for a full. So there's lots of different price point options. The pontoon boat is really affordable, $300 for 6 people for 2 hours. And we are doing something special when the Blue Angels are here. And for the 4th of July, you definitely want to book that pontoon boat and get out on the bay. And for 4th of July, a spectacular show on your own private pontoon boat. So I'm really shocked it's not booked yet. And we also are doing something special on Wind Dancer for 4th of July, 7:30 to 10:30. That'll be a 4-hour cruise, and they can find that information right on the webpage.
Webpage is winddancertc.com. That's winddancertc.com. We're joined by Tawny Lynn Hammond, the owner and president of Wind Dancer Tours of Traverse City, joining us on the MAGAcast. Tawny Lynn, before we let you go, anything else at this time that would be important for our audience to know about your business that we haven't discussed today?
We've covered it. We think we've covered it. I just want folks to know that when they're with us, they are our friends. They're part of the Wind Dancer family, part of the River Outfitters family. People come back time and time again because we treat folks special the way we would want to be treated. And we just look forward to making beautiful memories. You mentioned COVID. We sanitize all our equipment. You're socially distanced naturally because you're outside. You're not in an enclosed space. That's really the perfect thing to do as a family or with friends, being outside, being in a safe environment. You're not cooped up like in a theater or something of that nature. And I love the theater. Trust me, the State Theater is beautiful here in downtown Traverse City. I'm just saying that if you do have concerns, it really is the perfect destination where you can be with family and friends, make great memories, and not be concerned about that, because we take your safety seriously. And we just look forward to seeing you out on the water or out on the trail. Come see us. We'll take care of you. And we just look forward to seeing everybody out here in Traverse City.
Tawny Lynn, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.